So hello to all. We are gathered here to discuss some experience of our dear couple that already is with a baby boy. And my first question is, how did you decide to go to Biotexcom, and what is the story before Biotex?
Prior to coming to Biotex, a year previously we tried IVF treatment in Russia, although we didn't come here for that initially, because we didn't know that my sperm was going to be good. And obviously you can't go into a surrogacy contract if one of the parents is not related to the child, and that can't,
married.
Therefore you have to be married, and also the father has to have good sperm, and we weren't sure of that at the time. And so we went for an IVF contract, 2 attempts IVF contract, and IVF treatment. She stayed here for 10 days after that, had all the necessary medication and injections, and was very hopeful, but again the pregnancy test said no again. And actually what we discovered was that it's really not good for her at her stage in life, and with probably a tendency towards breast cancer. But the treatment with hormones is not a good idea. And so we dug deep and thought, well, the surrogacy contract may be open to us now because the sperm has been seen, and it seems that I'm fertile enough for surrogacy contracts, and so that was offered to us, and we were very pleased to go ahead with that a year ago, almost to the day. Actually, it was Christmas Eve that we received the contract, or the first payment was made for the surrogacy contract. And then I came here on the, not going on now, but going on the 8th of January, came for sperm pickup. We chose an egg donor from the list, which is another thing about Biotex, is that you can select who would be the egg donor mother, and you see what they look like, and their height, and their blood group, and just a few details, but what they look like, so you can choose someone who looks like you, looks like the mother as well. And so that was very good, but I've moved on. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So it was exactly a year ago that we started this. Now we have a beautiful son.
The story is, we failed the first IVF failure, we married in March, and we after we tried for surrogacy. First time I was very lucky. My first attempt, the surrogate pregnant. This is very important. Yeah.
And the surrogate was pregnant the first time, yeah. No, we were married in March 2013. We had IVF treatment in September 2013, and then after that failed, we entered into a surrogacy contract, which is a guaranteed sort of go home with the baby type contract. And that's started, as I say, a year ago. And I was here 8th of January, and the impregnation, or the IVF into the surrogate mother, was 13th of January. The baby was born on 2nd of October.
So I see that you have a passport already. Yeah, so Bridget, my congratulations again. So
it took us 6 weeks?
Actually, yes, it probably took about 6 weeks, which is pretty record time. They say it should take a minimum of, when I went to the visa centre, they said minimum of 12 weeks. When I spoke to the passport office, they said 10 weeks minimum. But one way or another, we managed to get it in 6 weeks from receipt of the application in Liverpool, in the UK. Right. Though we were a bit delayed because that application was made here at the Visa Application Centre on the 7th of November. No, on the 4th of November, and obviously then it has to be couriered to the UK, so they only register the receipt date as the 7th of November. But given that it's now the 25th of December, we have passport. We had it on Monday this week, We had an emergency passport the week before.
Mhm.
I think we've done very well, really.
Yes, actually. I was worried from the beginning a little bit because,
Has been bad.
yeah, a lot of documents and it's really big paperwork, but
Mm.
we did it well. Okay. So,
And our surrogate was, she was
Very nice.
pregnant first time. I mean, first time with, our first attempt with the surrogate was successful in April to witness the first scan.
Yeah, I meet her. She's a very, very nice person. Remember?
Yeah, the surrogate mother was lovely. But
She-
we
she
didn't,
very well.
we didn't
Our
choose
baby
her.
born.
But she was chosen by Biotexcom.
No, but baby born at 40 weeks one day, 4 kilogram 40. So this means that she looked after the baby very well. It's very good.
yes, you
Yeah.
were lucky with the surrogate.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course we didn't know her to start with. We then had monthly scans sent to us, one of which was a 3D scan of the baby.
Really, you had a
3D scan.
Oh, well.
And saw the baby's head, and he looked like he does now, and he looked like
Oh, I remember.
and he looked like me as well.
Who had CT scan?
We had a 3D.
3D,
3D
not
scan.
CT scan, three-dimensional scan.
Three-dimensional scan.
Yes. I think in the surrogate had probably scan where she lives.
Where she
Yes,
lives,
yes, at the
away
They
hotel.
were very good, three beautiful scan, yes.
That was very
3D.
nice.
So maybe you want to say some improvement for Biotex.
And we,
Yeah.
no. I think we are happy with the Biotexcom because the organization is not bad. You send an email, the chef come to French us in airport, send the date. But the organization for test, for a scan, perfect. We can't tell anything. Improvement, chef need to drive a little slowly, not too fast. Unfortunately, the road in Kiev is not very good. Improvement in apartment and each room to be all facility for the babies,
Mhm.
be independent, okay.
Yes.
Yes, the clean and the domestic need to know really what to do is only cooking or also clean. Some domestic clean, some not cook very well. Some domestic cook not clean very well.
Yes.
Cioè sometimes you need an inspection to find out if the client is very happy. Okay, and you need to improve, but it's getting well. Consider the situation because we came here on the bad moment also, with the
Yes.
civil war.
Yes, actually you were here.
Yeah, came here during the war, and now it's okay. It's calm, but there is
Kiev is calm.
Kiev has got many problems to sort it.
But
Just
they-
to improve the
But we have seen improvement in the accommodation. Obviously, I haven't been here all the time, but Antonella has, and she's been here
3 months.
nearly 90 days now, and yeah, you start to see the deficiencies, but things have improved. The cots now got cot bumpers and quilts, and she has a change table for Brendan. Every baby should have one.
Yes,
Change
right.
table.
Change the tempo for the room, okay, and duvet for the cot, and blanket for the bed, okay, because it's from September to November, at a few days is no eating. It was very, very cold.
But we had electric heat.
Not enough, very not enough.
You get cold towards the
Not enough, because it was -1 the heating low, especially in the night.
yes.
So your baby now is very
I say
healthy,
we
right?
got a pediatric every week. It's important every week come to see, check the body weight, decide the dose of the formula, baby need massage, can go to pay, private by massager, it's okay. massage baby, physiotherapist.
And services were
Services
brought
okay.
brought in, and
Yeah.
I think it's
It is important, very important in Italy. You need to go to Biotexcom or embassy. There is a chauffeur available.
Yeah.
This is important.
Oh,
Not for tour, for science, but for the document. It is okay. Also the domestic can contact for if we need a taxi. They can call the taxi. So they look after at the end. The nice women can come and care, work for Biotexcom. All the staff is very good. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Can tell you.
Okay, so what can you say, like your personal?
We would like to have another baby. But
No, I'd like to say that we've met a lot of people here.
Yeah.
A lot of
friend.
parents, and
What did
I made a lot of friends from Germany and from Italy, from Switzerland, and the fact that you mix with these people, you talk to them, and you know what they've experienced, that generates a trust in Biotex. That's very important. Because if you were just staying in hotels and never really interacted with other parents, you wouldn't develop that honest opinion from independent people. And so that has been very good. And we know a lady with IVF treatment who went home and had twins. And we know 2 couples, 3, 4 couples who have had surrogate children. We were informed that the baby was due. My wife came just before the baby was born, and then he was born on 2nd of October, and she was able to visit him for a couple of days before he came out of hospital. He was born by caesarean section, and so she went into the hospital and learned to feed him and looked after him with the nurses. And then when I came, which was a few days later, when the baby was due to come out of hospital, we went there together with a carry cart, and I don't know if it was a coincidence or not, but probably not. That we also met the surrogate mother Oksana at the hospital. She was there also leaving hospital. So we left there and we came back to Biotex immediately. It was very nice to meet the surrogate mother.
She recognized me.
And she recognised you, yeah. And she'd been...
she called me.
So it was very nice, that was. And then we went for registering the birth with the Biotex translator, Anna. And so, but also when I needed to make the application for the passport, I had to go to the visa application centre, and I needed all documents, and including on that day Oksana was here with her passport, and I was able to take her passport to the visa application centre and show all the necessary documents, and eventually I got it right. The first day was a false start, but the second day I got everything right and it was all ticked off, all colour photocopies, and they're all original documents, and that was done. The last part of our journey really is the parental order, which is required in the UK for us to transfer parental responsibility from surrogate mother to us as parents, and that is in progress.
Yes.
And I can have every anticipation that Oksana will help us with that.
She will. We will ask her to come to sign the papers, and as for the previous couple, so
It's been done before.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, that will be the end of this year's mission. Successful end as well once we get home in the UK with our baby boy. Yes.
So I wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
new
Thank
baby,
you.
so he will be grown up, UK citizen.
Yeah, yes. Thank you.
Good.